My friend, it is great seeing you. You and I have been talking back and forth on social media because it was trying to figure out when a good time to do this. As we speak, the long weekend is just coming in, the first long weekend. And
Yes.
even though it's a little chilly, we still know that even before that, there was some good heat coming in. The weather's a little crazy here in this part of the world, but basically, spring and summer is here. And when everybody thinks about spring and summer, one of the things that they always think about is that when they hear those little jingles going on and down the street, and they see this big truck come by, and on that truck there's these items, and of course everybody knows the Eddie Murphy bit where he yells about those two famous words: ice cream, ice cream, the ice cream man is coming. Well, I can call you the ice cream man, sir, without the truck, because you've got something going on. Let's talk about that, because
I got the truck too.
you got the truck too. I didn't realize. Well, let's talk about this, man.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Well,
Because
my
you are
truck
getting
went out.
into.
You remember those two very warm days?
Yes.
My truck went out those days just as a trial because I also do events. Somebody will call us up and say, "Okay, come and provide us with some ice cream for an hour or 2 hours, whatnot." And so we did a couple of events like that, and it was amazing. People lose their minds when it comes to that kind of a treat. You know.
Well, do you have a name for yourself, or like, do we call you the ice cream man? What do we call you?
Ah, the ice cream man would be good.
Okay. Well, we'll do that
I'm,
then.
I'm a serial entrepreneur, so that's that's what it
Well,
is.
well,
COVID gave me it.
let's talk about this. How do you become the ice cream man? When did this dream actually come to you, and how did you make this happen?
Well, COVID gave it to me. I was one of the original people to have COVID in the city of Toronto, and yeah, I was at Sunnybrook Hospital for a month, and I was at the St. John's Hospital ambulatory care for 3 weeks, learning how to walk again. So during that time, I've noticed that there are a lot of things that weren't, happening. People were not going to the store, but some of the things that people were buying were, barbecue chicken and also these sorts of different things. But ice cream was one of the things, comfort foods that helped people through the pandemic. So I went back to my mom, and I suggested to her I'm going to be making old fashioned ice cream because my ice cream is like no other. It is simply the creamiest, simply the best, and you have to taste it to believe it. And some of I've just been overwhelmed with comments as far as the taste of it and the authenticity of when I was a kid. This is what ice cream tastes like. So that's how I
Well,
got into it.
Well, what were you doing beforehand, before all this? And were you always thinking about making ice cream, or was it just what happened with COVID made you go, bing, here's something?
Well, um, I'm one of those guys that the UV lights for COVID and any antigens, I install them in a long care facility in near North Bay.
Mhm.
So one of those facilities gave me the opportunity because I was always into the tech aspect of when something happens, how do you use tech to combat it? So that's how I got into it, and then I got sick.
Right.
And then when I got sick, obviously you can't go out there. That's when it clicked to me. There's three things that people need: shelter, food, and a distraction.
Yes. Very, very true. So, how do you come up with the ingredients? Because as we know, there's Baskin and Robbins and so many other ice cream companies that we go to in the stores. And like I said, you've got Mr. Smoothie driving around in his truck in your
Yeah,
neighborhood. So,
yeah.
what did you have to do to come up with something? You said you kind of went old fashioned. Talk a little bit about that, please.
Okay. There's a lot of additives to any modern day food to keep it longer, to keep it fresher, and all of those things. When you're adding those things, plus if your organization has grown like an elephant or becomes like a dinosaur, that is, you need to produce vast quantities of a product, then what happens is that you have to substitute out what you used to make to what you can now make the artificial thing. So the artificial sweeteners, the artificial elements that will make it last longer, it won't melt as quickly in the sun, those kind of things. So I went the other way. I went to way back when they made ice cream with very few ingredients, but they made them with the real thing. Like my mango ice cream is off the charts because the mango, it tastes exactly like you're eating a mango. You know, I get my mango pulp from India. So I source my products in such a way that it's more organic and it's real. And taste is everything. And the comments I've been getting from people, most people who don't like ice cream are eating this.
Okay,
Even the
that's
ones that say they're lactose intolerant and all of this, they said they will sacrifice that moment. Oh,
that's
that's what
amazing.
it's become.
I grew up with my dad in the summertime who would make ice cream in those ice cream machines that you
With
could
the sauce
buy,
and everything.
and you throw in the ice and it would
Yeah,
slowly roll
yeah,
around.
yeah.
And as a kid, you're just waiting for it to happen. What flavors, though, for yourself? What flavors do we have for your incredible ice cream? And do we have a name of your brand?
Yes, Scooptogo.
Scooptogo.
And the concept, because of COVID, gave me the concept. I have ladies that make my ice cream in their homes, and we deliver directly to the consumer, whether it's a 115 mil or whether it's a 500 mil. And everything, including our packaging, is organic and biodegradable. So we try to, sustainability is always one of the things that I always think about too. Everybody talks about, if you're going to do something, also you're leaving a footprint, but what kind of footprint? And I want my carbon footprint to be very, very small, very tiny. So
Now,
you know,
now,
there's a lot of us here, and we need to survive for a lot more. So we got to do what we can in order to make sure that everything that we do is environmentally safe and tastes good.
Now, I'm going to start getting a little complicated here for you because, you got some people who are vegan, you got some people who are, diabetic, 1 and 2,
Yeah,
and you also have people who may just want to make sure that they're not getting more sugar and less sugar. How do
I
you
cut the
combat
sugar.
those situations?
You won't even notice that with my products, including, we also make a black cake, the West Indian traditional black cake, out of a 100-year-old recipe. And people cannot imagine that I cut the sugar by 1/3. So it's the same principle. Taste and experimentation is what brings you up to, how can I cut 1/3 sugar? For people that are diabetic, what kind of products that I can use that are very natural, that won't adversely affect anyone, and they're still going to enjoy it, and they're still going to say, "Hey, can I get some more?"
So
So that's how I came up with it.
what are the flavors? You mentioned mango. Are there other flavors?
Okay, mango, rum and raisin. We have some adult flavors like rum and raisin. We have port and cranberry. We have dragon stout, and then we have cookies and cream. We have gummy bear. We have vanilla. We have pistachio that tastes exactly like it did in the beginning. So all our flavors are excellent. And we have, instead of chocolate, because some people, chocolate is a funny thing where the chocolate they use tends to be a little sweet. So we make it from cocoa.
Ooh.
Before it becomes chocolate.
Very nice. Just
Yeah.
curious, have you expanded into ice cream cakes yet?
We are experimenting with one that would be able to take the travel.
And how far would you be able to go for anybody who
We've
makes
gone as
orders?
far as Oakville and as far as Pickering.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, because we have insulated containers that we will take, the items out. And people appreciate the fact that it comes to their door. And
Yeah.
what you're giving them is something that they can remember what it tastes like when they were a kid, from the
Yeah.
very
No,
first scoop.
of
So hence
course,
the name Scooptogo.
especially if you got a party going on and somebody's going, "Oh, we didn't get the ice cream."
Oh,
Let's make that
they love
call.
us. they love us. We had a gentleman that had a birthday party, and he ordered 6 tubs of the variety of the larger sizes, then some of the smaller sizes, and then 4 of the buns and 2 of the cakes. And we arrived before his guests showed up, and he called us back and he said, "You know what? If I knew this was this amazing, I would have put more in my freezer in there for times to come."
So what are the prices like? How does that work?
The prices are including it includes the delivery to
Yes.
their homes. So you're looking at, for 115 mil, you're looking at $4 for a small. You remember when you used to go into the store and you got the little scoop ice cream with the we also all our ice cream comes with that spoon, a biodegradable
Ah,
wooden spoon. It comes with that. And so you're looking at $4, 250 mil. You're looking at $5 to $8, and then you're looking at $12 to $15 for the 500.
so basically you save more money to the bigger ones that you get.
Yes,
Love
yes.
it. Love
But
it.
you're more
Love it.
addicted too.
Yeah. Well, that's an addiction I think is okay. I think
Yeah,
that one's all right. So
yeah,
how do we get in touch with you? How do we make our orders? Is there a website we go to? How does that
yes.
all work?
It's scooptogo.ca, and you just order right on the website, and it comes to us, and we, communicate. And We're running this month. We're running a contest where anybody that sends us the most amazing video of them enjoying our product will receive like a family pack, which is an assortment of cakes and ice cream to boot. And we have one
Fantastic.
young man that's if ever anybody's out there, a very innovative young man. He took one of the containers and ate out of it, the smaller one, the 250, to this, and no words. He just ate, looked around, ate some more, reached in with a spoon, nothing came out, and then he just turned it around like this,
Wow.
and he
Wow.
just pointed to it. So what it tells, without actually saying a word, is that you can't stop.
Yeah. Cannot stop.
So,
What a way, good way not to stop. My friend, I gotta say, thank you so much for this interview. Congratulations. What a way to turn a bad situation into something positive. And it's not
yeah,
just positive for yourself, but positive for the community. And it also shows people that no matter how tough things are, you can find a delicious rainbow at the end. And that end is ice cream. Thank you again for the interview and
thank
congratulations.
you, Rudy. And you and I have something very much in common. It was the Lord that just passed. So
Uh,
you know, yeah, I was at his house 2000, when I was on tour, 2003, 2004,
mhm.
and we did a couple of different things over there. So
Isn't that basement and the guitar is incredible?
yeah, I'm telling you, that's, but you know what it is? It's the humanness of the person that really
Absolutely.
is. You've known him, so
Yeah.
it's not about the bells and the whistles and the airs, because he didn't put on any.
None.
What you saw
None.
was what you got, and he was
Exactly.
real to life. So I miss him.
Same
I
here,
miss
my
that
friend.
sort of thing. I mean, the good brothers are still there as well.
Mhm.
So that's where I'm coming from.
Wow.
So with this, like, I want to make sure that anything that I do comes with goodness at itself too, as well,
And you're
and be down to earth and just do things the way it's supposed to be done.
and you're definitely doing that. My friend, again, thank you so much. And looking forward to tasting that ice cream. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.